Well, I got bad news for WB fans hoping to see CM Punk return because a new report has shedded some very interesting light into this story. So, CM Punk obviously released from AEW after the All In debacle with Jack Perry. Then, in early October, it was reported that CM Punk and WB were in talks to see him make a return to the company. And Punk was intending to make a return to the company with Survivor Series in November in Chicago to be speculated as a possible return date for Punk. And then other reports came out kind of conflicting that. And then we're left in a, well, is he going to make a return? Is he not going to make a return? What is going on with CM Punk? Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reported very, very interesting nuggets here. And a lot of this information was backed up by Haas of Wrestling, which is essentially CM Punk's PR firm, considering anytime anything is mentioned about him, they always get exclusive reports. It's quite amazing. One WB higher up noted any reports of CM Punk signing with WB are completely false, and additionally, as of October 10th, the claim internally is that WB is not in conversations with CM Punk about a comeback. There were several in the company that wanted to make it clear for fans expecting to see CM Punk return at Survivor Series this year. Also, WB sources are adamant that the two sides are not currently talking. One source noted a previous report about Punk sending feelers to WB is actually accurate and believes Punk was waiting to see whether or not WB would approach him about a return. Several wrestlers in WB asked officials about the rumors this past week about CM Punk returning, and they were simply told that as of now, he wasn't coming back to the company at the time. And regarding the speculation about the teases on television that is tied into CM Punk, whether it's past moves, whether it's past phrases and promos, a WWE higher up and a WWE talent said that they were sure that most of them were not clear beforehand and wrestlers might just be doing it on their own. And some talent even think that they're doing this just to get under CM Punk's skin. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think CM Punk will return to WB. I do not think CM Punk will return and wrestle in WB. I think he'll get a Hall of Fame induction. I think maybe down the road he'll be brought back and used sparingly on television as maybe a manager or something. I don't know. I could also see him never coming back. But I still stand by, I don't think he's going to return and wrestle again. I want to see him return and wrestle again. I don't think so. I think any leverage that he had, it got diminished in 2019 when Fox pushed WB to sign him and Vince McMahon refused, and so that's why he went to WB backstage. I think his leverage was down a little bit more when he later then signed with AEW, and I think any leverage that he had at all disappeared in a cloud of smoke the moment the All-In incident happened with Jungle Boy Jack Perry. The moment that he scared Tony Khan so much that he's never been scared in his entire life, to the point where they released him because of it. I do not see CM Punk returning to WWE. I hope he does, because it gives me content. It gives me entertainment. And as a pure wrestling fan, I'd like to see it. I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think people have to temper their expectations. Also, quick on the fly. So Tony Khan is on the Dan Le Batard show today. And courtesy of Wrestling News Co. on Twitter, Tony Khan was asked about CM Punk lunging at him in a threatening manner. And Khan said that he doesn't want to talk about it and then puts over the All-In show and the milestones set by the company. Typical Tony Khan. I'm surprised he didn't directly go into, and by the way, Dan, did you know that AEW Dynamite is live on TBS with a loaded show, one of our best shows ever line? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see CM Punk returning to WWE in wrestling. Could be wrong though.